Hi everyone, this is the fifth video of our Django React series, and in this video we will be adding rating to our all these products. So to add the rating, I will go to our code base, and here I will be trying to add some rating. So we have to add the rating before price and after description. So I will be using h2 tag for this, and I will type product dot rating, because in the products, if I see, we have this rating key. So product dot rating, save this, and let's see what appear here. So you can see the number appeared here, but I want to display stars here. So to display star, I will be using fontawesome.com, and we also need fontawesome CDN. So I will be using CDN JRS, something like, if you know that, fontawesome CDN. Now in this tab, search for star, and here, so look for CDNJS, and click on that website, this one, cdnjs.com. So let it open, and here let's see if stars are come. Okay, for some reason the internet is working slow, but okay, until it's opening, let's come to our code base, and to make rating, I will be basically, so this is not the efficient way of providing rating, so I will be passing this work to another component called rating component. So remove this product dot rating from here, and we will be using a rating component, which will be making later rating. Now we also need to provide rating to this component, so we can call that rating a value. So value will be product dot rating, and we need to make this rating component. So inside the component, we will make new file called rating dot js, and now RFCE, which is React functional component, if you know this shortcut. And okay, before making anything in this rating component, let's just leave it as it is. And in the single product, we will be importing this rating component. So import rating from rating component, which is rating.js. Okay, save this, and now before adding any logic for making rating component, let me show you something. But let's see the stars. So I will be using this star, and let's see, and this one, which is star half alt, and this star. And also, if you, why this not load, so the page has been loaded, and you can see this is, if I zoom in this we have only I tag and this class, which is class name. So we have to just copy this HTML and paste wherever we want to see the star, and that will be available. So in this website, just click on this copy link tag and paste it inside our, let's say, where is our index.html. So paste it in the header section of our index.html. So I think I have pasted this already. Yeah, this one. So I have pasted this already, so I will not paste this again, and close this. Now let's test this element. If I come here and paste this class here, save it, come to our my cart. Okay, let's comment this rating component because I have not make any component, not to do anything in the rating. So now try to run this time. So you can see this one star has been printed, and if I increase the number of star, let's close this one and in our code base increase this number of star, and you see these star have been increased. So we will be using these star to rating. So now remove these star and uncomment this also, save this, and in the rating component, now before pasting anything in the rating component, I want to show you this logic which I have made. This is the code which we are going to write in the rating component. So we have this function rating which is common in every React component. So in this we have this value. So if I scroll it little above, so you can see we have this we take the value which we give it in, if I go to here single product, so I give value of product dot rating, so it will take that value, and now this value contain like 4 point, let's say if a product have 4.16 rating, or I think not 16, that will be having 4 point let's say 2 rating, or 4 point let's say 5 rating, right? So that will be having these kind of rating. So we can split these rating into two string. First is 4 and this is 2, and we can store them into an list or array, whatever you call that. I have take the value and store that in this val variable. Now I have this another variable where I have converted these 4.2 to a string, so that I can easily split them. After converting to string, I converted this, sorry, I splitted the string into two parts, which is 4 and 2. Like if we receive this value 4.5, then I convert it to string, which become like this, and after that I splitted it into two parts from the points, as you can see this point. So from the point I splitted this into two parts, which is 4 and 5. Okay, after splitting it, I store this 4 into this main value and this 5 into this sub value. Okay, so and now we have main value and sub value. After that I make this another rating class. It's an array and we are going to store stars in this array. So I run a for loop here which starts from 0 and run up to the main value. That means if we have 4 in our main value, then it will run up to the 4. So if we have 4 up, then it will run 3 times, because it run until for less than main value. So it will run up to 3 and start from 0. So that means it will run for the 4 times, and when it runs 4 times, every time it will push a star into this rating class. Okay, so after running this complete for loop, this rating class have four classes of font awesome, these fa star, so this will be added 4 times here. Okay, and we can use these classes to iterate iterate and show the stars. You will see that later. If I came down here, now I have added all the stars to this list. Now I also need a half star. For example, if this is if we have value like 4.45, now this will, for the 4 times it will add 4 complete star. So this will be 4 complete star, one by one, one by one, one by one. But I have to add this half star for 0.5. Okay, so this for this 0.5, I will be adding a half star, which is this. So if some value is greater than 1, then I will be adding this half star into this class, right? So right now, if I receive 4.5 into our value, so here if I receive 4.5, then I can I splitted it into two parts. Now I have this 4 in the main value and 5 in the sub value. I added 4 star using this for loop into this rating class, and one half star using this if statement into this. Now I have 4 star and one half star. Okay, so now I will be using the all these star which are enclosed this rating classes list. In a rating classes list, I calling this list because uh, I since I use a lot of Python, that's why I forgot that it's an array. So that's why. So if I scroll it upside, and now while returning this while this function returns something, then this will return a span tag. And in the span tag, since we have access to these rating classes contain 4.5 star, let's say. So we can use map function to get classes one by one here. Now don't focus on this index, just focus on this rating class. Just ignore this for this time, index. What this will do, from the rating classes it will extract one class, and now ignore this key and id basically I use here so that I can change the color, because you see the color always black, so I will be changing that color to white, so that's why I use id here. And here is our class name. So this is the main thing, which is class name. So this statement will be executed four times, sorry, 5 times. For the 4 time, it will be the rating class will contain this complete star, and for the 5th time this will contain this half star, because we have pushed them in the same order. Okay, so just ignore these two attribute and just focus on this I tag and this class name. We are using class name instead of class because this is the way of React. We don't use class, we use class name since it's a JSX. Okay, so when I do this, and let me paste this code into our rating component. So in window we have window plus v. So this is it store all the history which I basically copied in my past time. So I will paste this code. Okay, so we have this complete code. Now let's remove these key, because we are not focusing this time here. And I think you understand what we are doing here. So save this and come to our code base. So it says rating is not exported from rating. I think I have missed something. Okay, I have to refresh this. Okay, so the error was when we have the default export, we don't use destructured export. So I will remove this from here, and I think now this should work perfectly. Refresh. Okay, so you can see these are the star, and these stars are work looking fine. So let's 3 to 5. Let's check the rating. So for MacBook Air, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 complete star, and this is half star. So that means that it's the rating is 4 plus. Now, if I come here, let's close this, and in the product.js for MacBook, we have 4.1 rating. Okay, and for Onion Book, we have 4.4 rating, 4.4 rating, so that should be same. Okay, same. And this have 2 plus rating, MacBook Air M1. So Mango Book Air M1, 2 plus rating. So you can see 2.6, and this has 4 3 plus rating, which is Gamebook. So you can see this 3.1 rating. So that means it's working perfectly, and now we need to change the color. So come here in the rating, and give it a ID. So ID will be, let's say, color, stars color, and we can target the ID in from our index.css. So stars color. I think that I have not misspelled this. Stars color, stars color. Now change the color to yellow. Color will be yellow. Save this, and let's see. So the stars have become yellow, and okay, perfect. Now, why I was using, like, if I come here, so you see I was using a key here, this key. So why I was using this. So if I come here, and in the, let's close this. We don't need this now. Now if I inspect this, and I click on console, so you can see these are the errors which our console is giving. Let me zoom in this properly. So it's saying like for rating component, we have to provide a key. That what it's saying. So minimize this, and here. So whenever we use product dot map function or any for loop, we have to provide uh, a key, and the key should be unique. So key will be in this index, because this index will be unique every time. So if you know about since you are coming from Python, you should know about the enumerate function, which we use in a when we iterate over a list. So whenever we have to provide an index value, then we use enumerate. So this is same like that. So index, and this index will be different. For first time it will be 0, next time it will be 1. So we this will be different every time. So if I come here, and refresh this, and I open this again. Okay, it's another error. Okay, now it's an error for home screen. So if I come here, and in the home screen, so in home screen we have also used this product dot map. So we have to use key here also. So we have to use key in show product. So in show product, inside this column, we will be using a key. Now I have no one way is I can provide here index after show product, and sorry, I think I have messed up something. So the best way is we have ID for our product. So we can use that, and that will be different for each time. So that's the best way to use this unique key. So the main thing is the key should be unique. Whatever you use here doesn't matter, but for every item, the key should be unique. Whether it's index value or whether it's ID, whatever you use, but it should be different for every time. If I come here and refresh this, and so all errors have been gone. Okay, so this is how you can add the rating component. I tried my best to make you understand, but there are some for some reason for because I am not a native English speaker, so you may not understand it properly, but just try to uh, copy this file into your project and try to understand, not this one actually, where is our writing, so this file. So copy this whole file and try to understand the logic. It's a very simple logic, you will understand easily. So that's it for the video, and we will do some more things in our next video. Let's see, I have not decided what we are going to do, and let's see what we will do. I think we should be using React router uh, to display page, because if I click on this card, it it refresh the whole page. This is not the way how React work. So I will be making it so that it don't refresh the page. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.